SolidWorks 2011 has some great enhancements for sheet metal. One of the things that we're going to look at first is the ability to pattern edge flanges with custom profiles. Now, we've always had a particular problem with custom profiles, but now you can see that we can just click on our edge flange and actually pattern this in the normal manner with our instances and spacing. You can see that we get a preview, and obviously once accepted we can then expand on the actual pattern to see the bend information for those individual features. Now the same applies for mirroring as well. Again, we can just mirror in the normal manner, and actually we can again access these individual edge flanges by going to the mirror feature. Now let's just go ahead and flatten this particular component. And what we can see when we flatten, SolidWorks now provides us with a blank sketch. Now this represents the blank flat pattern and is also available in drawings. Now let's click on the length of this particular blank sketch, and we can see that we have a length of approximately 191 millimeters. Now let's just go ahead and have a look how this is calculated. Now we can see that we have two bends, one overbend and one underbend, and K factor has always given us a really good approximation, but sometimes it's just not enough. Now SolidWorks has always offered alternatives to these, such as the K factors we've mentioned. We've got bend tables, and we've got bend allowance and bend deduction. Now these have always been time consuming to set up, so SolidWorks 2011 has now provided the bend calculation. Now this is actually an Excel spreadsheet, and what we can see in here is that it gives us a value based on the actual angle of our bend. We can see the bends between 0 to 90, 90 to 180, etc. And anything other than that, it will convert to a common K factor. So let's actually just go ahead and apply this. And we can see it loads in the Excel spreadsheet, and it now applies them values to this particular component. So let's go ahead and flatten it. Let's click on this line, and we can see now that we've got an approximation of 190 millimeters. So we can see the change has now been applied to our component.